All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful day. The rally continued, and the FOMO has officially settled in. And literally, everybody has caved quite quietly, but names, I don't know, you probably heard these names in articles that sound really smart. Jane Hotsis, and who else was there? Mr. Costin, and you all, well, long story short, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they went from calling recessions and decreases in GDP, and now those bets are off, apparently. And as the rally continues, you are now up 28% from the low of April 7th. That is your bottom to top number so far. And now this rally is starting to get very uncomfortable. So we got a lot of things to talk about. I have the breakdown for you, and oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys want it, man. Everybody caved. Everybody lives in a cave. I'm telling you, bro. Everybody and their mother, respectfully and seriously, go. If you asked your own mother a month ago about a recession, what would she have said? And then ask her now. Oh, you guys have no. I'm gonna tell you. Here, forgive me, but here I'm gonna show you. It is such a blistering rally. They are comparing this now to 1997. You went from talking about 2001, 2008, 1929, and now there is 1997. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but that was a big rally, and, you know, there was a lot more in store by the end of the year, so this is still year number 3 after 2 crazy years. We had data today as well, which we're going to talk about. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more to go over. I still don't think we're out of the woods, but it's going to be high stakes. I think we've been playing that from the beginning of the year already. So I hope you guys are locked in. I got the plays, all that good stuff. I hope you're ready for all of it. So recap, people. Bear with me for a little bit, but good evening, Chattadonia. Are you ready? Good evening. What up, Mr. Cash? Oh, what up, Anzo? Mystic, Mr. Edwards, King Kong, Enrico, Mr. Whitman, Flaves, he does. Young Sweet, Malcolm, Mr. Blue Bald Eagle, 7 Legal, Darius, baby. What's going on? What up, Erudition? What up, Reese? What up, Vacation? How you doing, Rick and Mr. Wickles? Jacobin, oh, good evening. What up, Renee? Andre, Harry Sellers. What up, Twitch? Hello, Oddity and Payday and Blowing Dough. How y'all feeling? Mr. Morlander, CG Trades. What up, Point Blank? I hope you're feeling good, man. So, Chattadonia, God bless you. I hope you're ready. I have a lot of pretty pictures. We have a lot of data, but let's just run through it. I already gave you a little bit of a preview, but yeah, man, long story short, he is risen. You guys remember that? He is risen rally? Well, yeah, this is still that, you know, and we talked about it today on stream. Take a look back. You know, there's been like 1 or 2 red days in all of this. Remember, it was that big streak, and then we ended it, but like, dude, we just kept going up still. So that's part of it, but like literally everybody is caving. And this is pretty ironic because do you guys realize Bitcoin is near an all-time high? Now, again, do you realize the S&P and NASDAQ are green now on the year? Like I'm saying, you're up 28% from the lows. You don't think it is oddly quiet? So again, the same JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and a lot of people. Well, yeah, it's funny how the recession or the narrative quickly changes, but, I mean, this is how you know I don't own the media. Because when everybody was announcing all of their recession calls, they were very, very loud. And then when they pull them back and change them, it's very quiet. So it's ironic. Why do I say it's ironic? Because imagine when Donald Trump or anybody had a slight ounce of caving, they would write 15 different articles, blame Elon Musk for some reason, and then tell you this is why everything's going to shit and Trump is to blame, no? So, and again, every time if Trump caved, you don't think they would have made a big deal. But now you have a lot of people caving on a lot of ideas, and we're going to go over it with some other stuff, but it's kind of quiet now. It went from bear market rally to people now changing GDP estimates and recession calls that they made about 30 days ago. So long story short, legitimately, this is what I told you guys a few weeks ago, like straight up. GDP estimates are going up. Remember I told you that? Other banks are falling in line. So like I'm saying, JP Morgan and some other big economists, they're now pulling back on these ideas. People who were once worried when we were at Russian roulette with China trade and, some of the worst case scenario, people were acting as if that was going to be permanent and living off that. Yeah, everybody is now changing their official estimates. Again, calls for recession. It's kind of weird, and I don't think we should have been dramatic to the downside. That's why it's kind of laughable to the upside because, again, you're now watching people change and still kind of just be emotional, but in another direction. So make no mistake, I really hope you guys hear me. A lot of people try to ask me this question 100 different ways, and I really think you'll know it when you see it, and it'll be obvious, but I still think that certainty is going to kill you in this environment. Do you guys not understand? I'm grateful we're doing well. Again, we are in the top few percentage of everybody who is doing well right now in the markets, and we made some great pickups at the great times. Some of you are feeling very well prepared. God is good. That is all amazing, but we didn't get here being certain. I hope you guys. So I'm not even telling you this. Oh, yeah, we knew exactly. No. Everything was still like, yo, wait a minute. Why is everybody reacting when nothing has happened? Why is everybody being so overdramatic? Why are we reacting so preemptively to soft data when other things haven't changed? So make no mistake, man, you're still like in the middle of emotions just because now you might be benefiting off of it because of your long term. Make no mistake, I still genuinely believe that certainty will kill you in this environment. But like I'm telling you, there is not a structural shift yet. You'll know it when you see it. But it definitely does feel like the ground is moving. I'm sure, like I'm telling you, it's getting uncomfortable. And now it quickly went from 5% down, 8% down, 10% down, 15 and 19% down on the year to now you are green on the S&P and NASDAQ. So again, that's a big move, and you see how responsive and reactive people are even to the stock prices and their perception. So this is very big, but I still think certainty and the chop, you're going to get more chop, and that is something I'm certain about. Everything else, I wouldn't really be too certain, and that's why, again, diversification, taking advantage of good prices, holding to a strategy and not changing strategies based on prices, that's it. So good luck, and I'm sure it's going to keep getting more emotional and crazier from here on out. But again, another part of today, you guys know Donald Trump said to buy stocks, or well, quote, he said the stock market is going to go a lot higher. That's what he said today in Saudi Arabia, amongst all those other deals. And that was the big driver of today. But I think today there was a lot of good news, and it fed into the momentum from the China deal. But I think today really was just kind of cover for, there's a lot of momentum now to the upside. You've broken past the FOMO zones, and like, dude, people's minds are changing. Again, just as quickly as people were like, damn, this is scary, this is bad. Just right when, and people really got convinced to that, they're now getting convinced on the other end. So we'll see what we have in store, but there was now the part of the data today, and we'll talk about that here, but you had CPI. So you're not going to get any news tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit about the CPI, but essentially if there's no morning, evening news about a trade deal, another country, Russia, China, anything of that mix, then we should be pretty good. You did start seeing Some people throw shade at China and saying China is attacking the deal. So maybe we'll hear some of that like we talked about yesterday. But other than that, I want you guys to be ready for something. Are you ready? We've hit a lot of trades. Every trade this week has pretty much worked. I even took a loss and then that play hit. AMD, screw you. But here's the deal. Panic. People have panicked to the upside. So if tomorrow there's no catalyst, there's no more crazy momentum and we chill, just be ready for it. Again, the panic to the upside, that's causing volatility. That's a good trading environment. But if people start to settle on a price and don't go crazy in that sense, then I think you're going to have a much different scenario. So watch out for that. Be prepared to that scenario. But now, here's kind of where we talk about the data today. And the CPI came in lower. And I'm going to show you guys some pretty pictures after this. But do you guys realize? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, for real, we have to have a serious talk. I'm being dead serious. Sometime we need to sit some people down and have an intervention. You know why? Because it has been 6 months. For real, let it sink in. Not in a way like, oh, time flies. I mean, like, it's been half of a year, and tariffs and a lot of things haven't affected what people said they would. Even the good analysis. Think about that. For real. Because we came into Trump with a lot of worry, and like I showed you guys the last week, bro, economic activity is through the roofs. Again, we're buying more than ever. My girlfriend, I had to explain this to her. She was like, wait a minute. So do I have to pay tariffs on the shit I order from China? And I was like, rebuke you. I said, you have a problem. Stop buying little China goods, woman. And I said, this is terrible. But she didn't understand. That's why she's racked with confusion about tariffs. So I said, honey, listen, Linda. I said, you remember what happened the last time? These companies had inventory in America. Right? Well, that's why. You're like, I don't know if it was enforced. You're trying to justify it. Hear me, brother. This is the reality of what went down. If the item was already in America, it didn't have a tariff. That's why as we got close to the wire and some items were not in America, you started seeing them. And then some people had to pay import duties and additional fees at customs, right? That's reality. So now what is in place? Right now, they got to paper it, but they have both, even China made the statement today. But think about it. They are now pausing or lowering the tariffs to a much lower amount while they work out a deal. And now everybody's still scared, but the economy is still booming, as the last 6 months has shown you. So what do you think these mother effers are going to do again? Do, 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 do. Yes, they're going to front run again, like they did last time. So yeah, I was explaining this to my girlfriend because I'm like, well, pretty much if there is a good deal, then you won't have to worry about tariffs too much. But then if there isn't a China deal, then you're going to play that game. But then these companies are all probably, they're going to lever up on items right now so they don't have to experience that because the front run did help them. So they're going to do it again. That's why, like, the irony of all of this Trump nonsense is that it is destabilizing. It is nonsense. It's Russian roulette with trade. I rightfully acknowledged instantly it was a bomb in the building. But the irony is that it is getting people to buy shit, actually, more than ever. So, like, legitimately now everybody is still running it up. So, yeah. But this is a real conversation. because it has now been it's been almost half a year. And at this point, the economic data has already shown the front run in many things. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys right now. So the fact that CPI, even today, and other stuff hasn't played out, it's not like even the little temporary price increase. That's how you know we had some weakness, because even the temporary price increase, that was only felt if you were like insisted on buying a Hyundai because of or you insisted on buying something at the very last minute, or again, the producers who had these orders and they needed those goods, they paid it, not the consumer, not right away at least. So it's very fascinating, but look at everything and then that's it. But at the end of the day, you could say the next GDP print, but there is some level where we've played that game now for a long time. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what a lot of these economists are caving to, because it's hard to, even on Wall Street, even you can't call yourself head of macro, head of JP Morgan. You can't call yourself that with this. Well, again, the last guy who did that, I respect him and like him, but he lost his job. That was Marko Kolanovic. Good guy, but yeah, you can't. And again, to a certain degree, you can't do that. It will bite you in the ass, essentially, because it's just that's not the reality of it for now. So it'll make sense when I show you guys some pretty pictures. And I guess with everything said now, let's talk about it. I already showed you guys the 1997 rally, which is the crazy bull that everyone's comparing it to. But now here's the problem. Are you ready? That even mother effers on the technical side, do you realize that they're even confused? Do you know that? Because remember on the downside, and I was like, damn, even the technicals. And they were like death cross and this. And then on the upside, and then some of the technicals were looking good. Yeah, it don't even make fucking sense on technicals. It looked good. It looked really good on technicals. And now they're just like, well, it had a head, shoulder, teacup, bear flag rally in San Francisco. I don't know, but now it's just amazing. It's amazing. So, yeah, everybody's batshit. Like I'm saying, this is aggressive. Everybody's throwing their fucking ideas out the window, bro. Literally, head of macro down to head of technical. It's just everyone's baffled, right? So that's more of, again, even the technicals and other shit is just, again, things are now pointing very bullish. That's kind of the idea, and kind of highlights that, this is just as we went extreme to the downside, you do got some extreme to the upside. There's the 1997 rally. And here's the other deal. Are you ready? So, it's going to get weird. I don't know. It's going to get weird even with the messaging, but you're going to hear about this more over the weekend. Bank of America, Michael Wilson, he's going to talk about this because he looks at this data too. But the fund manager survey. And if the fund manager survey for April or for May, once again, people were the most underweight than they have ever been, or this year at least, and over the last couple years. So do you know what that means, said simply? What is FMS survey? Percentage overweight, -40. What does that mean in English? That means that mother effers who manage money professionally, when asked in a survey, they all 40% said they were underweight. And then they said that it coming into May, not too long ago. That means you even had a big portion of Wall Street. They missed out on this rally. So if you're mad that you didn't buy the dip, so did a lot of other hedge funds and professionals. They did not, at least according to their survey responses for May. So there's that. And then how blistering this rally is. This is the put to call ratio. I've shown you guys this at other times, but what's happening the put to call ratio is now almost at one of the lowest points of 2025. Long story short, people are getting back to screw buying puts. You guys remember when you would buy a put and lose money no matter what happened? Like literally, even if there was a war, the next, like literally, again, we told you buy the invasion. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Lord forgive me, but sadly that ended up working. You remember that? You remember when puts didn't work? Remember when you'd short the market and you got like 10 minutes and then it turned into Squid Games? And they just start la da ringa ringa ringa, and then you're fighting against the other dude who's just like laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I say? He's like, ha ha ha! I bought a car. I love Robin Hood. Weeble ringa ringa. You're like, what the fuck? This is the worst economy in 50,000 years. Even the dinosaurs. This is the precise. Ringa ringa ringa. I love Weeble. I'm gonna go gamble on Robin Hood. Ooh. You don't remember that? I do. I lost $30,000 on one trade. I remember it. Yeah, motherfucker. Look at me now. Whoa, fuck you. Not you. It's not you. I'm talking to the market maker. I don't know if they're listening. I honestly, they're not listening, but then like they're listening. Oh, it's terrible. Ring, ring. Okay. Anyways, long story short. Long story short, put to call ratio, bro, clapped. So again, you're one more level up from everybody hating puts again. And that's what happened during that time. There was a level when there wasn't volatility, but when everybody hated puts, bro, it's not, yeah. It's no good, man. It's no good. So there's that. And then for the gold bugs, this is part of the fund manager survey. They surveyed the orange is March, the light blue is April, and then the purple is May, right? So you could see how it changed. I have bad news for you guys. This is really bad news. Really, really bad news. You know why? Because these trades usually suck eventually. So eventually the gold short is going to be a good trade, or it's going to level out. You know why? Because now gold is literally the most crowded trade. So again, the fund managers, they all bought gold. Literally. They said, no, we're not buying. They all bought gold. This is now 58% big fans of gold. So, and this is the most. And even then, coming in from last month, it was already high. And then long Magnificent 7, that idea, that's the second most crowded trade. And that's changed around a little bit. Ironically, the EU stock phase is kind of fading a little bit. And then China tech, nobody wants that shit anymore. And then nobody even cares about bonds. But we'll see what happens with the gold. And then finally, for gold, this is the biggest percent in history of fund managers saying that gold is overvalued. So not only did they buy all of it, they also think it's overvalued. And then they didn't want to buy the stocks that were down 20%. So yeah, I don't know what this data even means. But everybody is batshit, clearly. Like I told you guys in the beginning, the problem with Donald Trump isn't just that he's crazy, is that he makes everybody else crazy. Remember I told you that? And I think it just, and like, welcome to the market. So other than that, I hope that was good info for you. And I hope you guys are ready for more. We'll see again tomorrow, no data. But other than that, we'll see what the vibe is. And then Thursday, Friday, Jerome Powell, consumer sentiment. We'll see what that ends up doing. Oh, wait, I have one more chart. No. Did I not save it? I almost forgot. Oh, yeah. I have two more. See? Because I forgot this is what I said with CPI. Oh, I almost let you guys slide. No, but this is, seriously, though, this is the reality check chart. Because this is the consumer sentiment. And like I'm telling you, this was October, November. Do you realize? So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's 7 effing months. Like low key, bro. That's a baby. You know what I'm saying? You could have had a child almost. You'll be ready to birth a baby in that time frame. You can't see. I mean, ironically, even when the data, you could see it, they still didn't see it. But the point is, I'll zoom out a little bit. But again, everyone's expectations went up. But again, here was the data. It was coming down, and it was staying down. I really hope you realize that. And this is now where I'm saying this gap between the hard data, the soft data, even today, inflation continues to decline. And that, you know what I'm saying? And now the next month, and yeah, maybe you can play the game of, oh yeah, the next data set, but like I'm saying, it has been now almost a year. You're closer to a year than further of these elevated expectations. It may not feel like that, but it truly now has been a decent amount of time. And it's not like these ideas are there. And like I'm saying, just a lot of things haven't materialized. And let me put it in other ways, even if things got bad from today, right? Let's say nothing really changed, right? Sadly, let's say nothing changed in this last 5 to 7 months, right? And let's say tomorrow the economy crashes or the domino falls tomorrow, right? It would still take another 3 months before. Do you get what I'm saying now? That's what you guys got to realize. You have now gone a very, very long time throughout it. So I still think certainty is going to kill you. I don't think I'm still a hard landing believer, my friend. Make no mistake, but like I'm saying, you need other stuff to play along, and this idea of the monster under the bed, and this we have big things there. It's been a long time. It's been 7 months now, so we gotta get away from that. And again, today was another set of data that match, and again, that data even encompasses a record amount of imports and other records and other data like the jobs. So I don't know, maybe Donald Trump shouldn't have said this isn't his market, but because at the end of the day, this stuff has been fine for the last fucking year and a half almost, literally. So we will see. And then everybody's been talking about this. I'll show you. Did you guys know that Tim Walz, the stock is up 50% since he made fun of Tesla? But I'm gonna be, my long term is at all-time highs. And bro, we're hitting it, dude. The plays, because Stream Alerts is closed. You can't even sign up for it. So I could tell you, and I do. We're hitting. But again, it's because there's panic to the upside. But in the midst of being a good sport, I have taken losses, and I had one big bad idea this year. You know that? I did. So in the spirit of transparency, I'll keep it real with you guys. I did say, I said March 19th, which I was inspired. It was around the same time. It was at the low, actually. Tim Walz said it here. I waited, I waited a little more, but I did say short Tesla at the low. I said as much margin as possible. I was trying to save America, and I did say not a recommendation, but I don't know if America is America, but well, I guess that wasn't, but yeah, that was a bad one this year. But other than that now, let us get into the plays. So, right off the bat, oh, dude, let's be real. Before I get into the plays, seriously, before I get into the plays, let's be real. You know damn well Tim Walz bought $1,000 of puts, maybe 100. You know that, right? He's allowed to. It's not like it's against the law. Ask fucking Nancy. You know damn right. You know what I'm saying? You know damn well. I know his little grind. I know. Yeah, he emotional. I know damn well he did. I know. Let's seriously stop the cap. You know he did. I'm speculating, but I know. I can never prove it, but I can prove it. You know damn well. Oh, if anybody, that fucking Audible co-chair, you know damn well. Oh, I know he dabbled. I know he tried one. He tried it. And you know what he said? He said it's just a joke, too. I guarantee it. He said, oh, I just wanted to play around. Just kidding around, He was just being goofy. Wanted to be goofy about it. Oh, yeah, damn well. So right off the bat, Chad, speaking of which, I have a play for you. And if you listened to this yesterday, it would have saved you 20 to 40%, depending on the play. But the play, my friends, for tomorrow still, I don't want you to forget this. It is crypto. Did you get that? I don't want you to forget this. Because like I said, even in the morning, there was a little move. But this, like I said, if there's going to be FOMO, if there's going to be risk on, let's see what happens. I said it yesterday. It's important. Bitcoin is at an all-time high right now. I don't know if people realize it. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's being oddly quiet all of a fucking sudden, and it's because they don't have any. And again, I think Bitcoin on exchanges is hitting a really, really low level. There's a lot of things, but ultimately liquidity is through the roof. And if we do get FOMO, this is the play. So again, if this comes down and there's no FOMO, then you got nothing to worry about. So other than that, yeah, this is the one. Come back to Solana, bro. You guys bought me a big house. I'm good, dog. I got Bitcoin or die. Oh, thank you, though. Thank you. Yeah, fuck that. I still got some Trump coin, though. So technically, I got some Solana. I fucking cashed the fuck out. What do you mean? I said, not this time, brother. This is mine. You guys are crazy. I'm done with this bullshit. All of you. No more. You ever hit a bag, you better take it and run. You take it and bag it. Who cares if you missed out? But either way, crypto, that is play number one. Play number two, I'm going to shock you. But not really, because I told you I was going to pump this stock. Okay? Pizza. I like it, but I made an option play on it today. So I will be straight up with you. Because all I own is my $1,500 of shares, and then it's like maybe $2,000 with the both accounts. I have those shares, and then today I bought options. But I made an option play today, and I added less than $1,000 of options. Why? Because, I don't know, it may give it like a day or two. No, not a leap, believe it or not. I want something short term. But this will be a catalyst eventually. But when's the buyout rumor? And what I mean by that, this is one of the reasons why I bought it. I don't know if you guys remember. This fucked up pizza for me in the beginning of the year. I don't know if you guys recall. I talked about pizza in like January or December in the beginning of the year. I brought up pizza and I said, keep it on watch. I'm looking at it. And then the mother effing Saudis came in and fucked it up. And made that offer, and then it shot up. So the fact that everybody's in Saudi Arabia right now, and I heard like 10, 15 deals announced, I made a play on it. I was like, you know what? In the vibe, in the spirit of Saudi bringing all of the deals out, maybe we hear from them soon. But if we don't hear from it in a couple of days, this is just going to be the long-standing, lingering catalyst. Because do you guys know? Like, I don't know if you guys know, but like, pizza. You guys know Papa John's has had rumors forever? Like, forever. Like, actually, this company has been alive for a long time. That's why I like the brand image and the branding. But do you realize that? Like, forever. I'm talking 2010s, 2008. Every decade, there was some rumor of Papa John's getting bought out. So I thought, again, one Saudi guy owns 5%, but I figured if we were going to get something today, but give this a couple of days. If it doesn't materialize, I think it's going to be a dud, unless pizza just keeps ripping because everybody likes it. But now I added a short-term option play. I'm going to try to flip that, but watch out for that. And now finally, I got a good one. I forgot I made a play on one of them today. I made a play on Argentina, but here's the deal. YPF and LMT. So two wildly different stocks. But I talked about this today, and I want you guys to pay attention. So, no, there's no rumor right now on Papa John's. No, there was in the beginning of the year after a Saudi Arabian fund bought 5% of the company. And then we haven't heard anything. That's why I'm saying now that Trump and everybody is in Saudi Arabia announcing deals, I'd be down to gamble a little bit on that idea because Papa John's is in that neighborhood, literally, like even geographically right now, with all of it. So, other than that, yeah, there's no rumor or anything besides the one in the beginning of the year. So, this one though, in front of you, this is really big. Why? Because a lot of big things have been happening politically. And I think it points in various directions. Like, we've really got a good China deal out of nowhere. Again, the Ukrainians signed the mineral deal. And Trump today, that speech, dude, him in Saudi Arabia was insane. And a lot of people liked what he said. And again, and he even cut out Israel. They got mad. It was very different, bro, for a Western leader. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but there was a lot. And again, he offered a olive branch and a stick to Iran and Syria. And these are big, bro. These are big, but before you think I'm riding the coattails of Trump, you ignorant fuck, I want you to understand history. There's a lot of political interest tied to these countries and China and Russia. And that's why I don't think this is by coincidence. You know what I'm saying? I think that as long as Trump gets his economy and China and Russia play along for that, he's going to give them back some of the other stuff that could expand their other influence. Does that make sense? He wants America first economy. He wants trade deals. They're caving to him. And he's going to give them the other part of the world that he doesn't even care about. Because, again, he doesn't want America involved in shit, right? Does that make sense? That's why I'm bringing up Argentina and then LMT. Because the first one with, again, Syria. Dude, that's Russia. Like I said, I told you guys a while ago, Syria falling was bad for Russia. So if Trump is going to ease up Syria, that's going to be another incentive to get Putin to sign a ceasefire and stop the war in Ukraine. Now, if Putin takes a bad Ukraine deal at that or on the surface, it may not look like a good deal for Putin. He's going to get this Syrian upside on the back end. And then again, the Saudis in the Middle East, they like it. Do you understand? And then the other end, China. They should not have fucking caved that easy, bro. Again, it's very odd. And let's see what happens, whether it just a inventory front run or if it really leads to a legitimate deal. But again, Argentina now comes into play. Because now they have deals with Argentina and they have other stuff. So what are they going to try to do? They give Trump economy. They play along. Everybody benefits. And now they say, yeah, you could go do monetary deals with the yuan in Argentina and loans and do whatever the fuck else you want. And good luck. And even gold. Go ahead. Ta-da. So, yeah, watch these two plays, though. War plays down on Russia ceasefire. And again, the cards are lining up is what I'm telling you. And then if China, a real good deal, watch for China and bullish deals and money flows to go to Argentina from Asia. Ta-da! And that'll be a play. This will materialize eventually if this does happen. So keep a lookout for it, and I hope this helps. But other than that, I'm done. So there you go. How do you feel? China got a reality check? Well, no, I think they're getting something. That's what I'm saying. And I think I could rationally explain what Trump will give up. He's going to give them the fucking imperialism that we don't want. Like, for real. Like, the irony is how many liberals will complain about America imperialism. That's it. He's just going to pull back, and that's it. Let the Arabs rule the Arabs. Literally. That's dude, what he said today was crazy. I don't know if you guys realize that. Because he even said it, bro. He literally said, like, yo, like, there's so many people in the Middle East building on their own cultures in all different areas, and they're coming together, and they're not hurting each other. And they did that without, having people fly on planes telling you how to live. It's really, again, it was very atypical of a Western leader. Again, he went to Saudi Arabia, did a $1 trillion deal, and said stuff and offered these olive branches while saying you don't have to do anything with Israel unless you want to. He did not force any iron hand with Israel, and that's why they got mad. So, again, this is a very atypical of your other precedent set by Western leaders, Europe and America. So, all of this stuff, like I'm saying, I think he's just willing to, again, I don't think China's getting nothing. They want Argentina, and they want that to spread the yuan and other things. They need it. So I think that's what they're getting. And then I think Russia is going to get Syria and other places, and they're going to get other stuff that they already invested heavily in and lost as a result of all this stuff. No, not to mention some of their money back, probably. Their assets that were frozen in SWIFT and God knows what else. But yeah, Taiwan, what do you mean? Taiwan is a no-go. Come on, you already know. Stop acting like you don't. And again, they can't take Taiwan yet. But I think Trump is going to say all he knows. Trump is like, Taiwan is like, I could bully my friend, but you can't bully my friend. Do you understand? It's like if a motherfucker try to, like, I could joke about the Chad. You try to make fun of my Chad, I'll fuck you up. You understand? That's how it is. So Taiwan, is Trump going to say, I won't protect you. You give me money, I'll protect you. Give me money. You know the price. Look at everybody. You know what I mean? He's going to say it, but we're not going to let anything happen to them. We're going to play Russian roulette maybe, but even then, go back to step one. China's not in a position, man. And I think even the way they're acting now, although I think it's incentivized through other means, China's not in the position to, they don't want a war like that. They don't have an economy like ours that's going to benefit off of a war. So maybe in another decade we could have this conversation, but I do think most people, whether they talk tough or not on the issue, we all have a vested interest in Taiwan. So, I mean, I don't think you'd let that go too easily. Unless you're Joe Biden. That's the only guy that I just thought about it. I don't know if you heard the pause. I thought about it. I ran all the counter examples, I ran deep think in my mind. I was like, well, wait a minute. And then Joe Biden came back. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, fuck it, give it to him. What is it, Thai who? I don't even like Thai food. Why do I want Thai? I fucking wonton? Give him Taiwan. Fuck it. Give me. Can we still get China? No. We get Panda Express. Fine, I'll take Panda Express. They get Taiwan. I don't even eat chips. Fuck that. Yeah, that's the only guy that I think would actually give up a large vested interest with that. That's it. No, legitimately, I have evidence too. I have like 5 AC-130s and like 18 Black Hawk helicopters. Do you know how much those cost? And you know what's even sadder? Y'all gave them to a bunch of uneducated Middle Easterners that ended up dying trying to pilot our equipment. So not only was it a waste of money, you know, it was harmful. And like, but then you're like, well, you just killed a bunch of terrorists. So you're like, okay, well then, is that good? I don't know, man. I don't know. But like, dude, it's like, oh, dude, you never seen it? All it is, bro, the Taliban, they just got a bunch of unfinished training videos. I'm sorry, this is dark. I can't be laughing at this, but it's true. You know how many takes they got these Black Hawks, and they just like, okay, take one. How to fly the Black Hawk? Okay, they go you first. You put into a gear, and then they couldn't. They got past step 2, but then they ran out of helicopters. Bad. I'm blame Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden's fault. Okay, I didn't leave him a helicopter. You mad at me that I came up with the reality of a joke? I'm mad. What do you mean? Oh yeah, Josh. There was extreme waste of taxpayer dollars. We wasted a lot of taxpayer dollars with that waste in the helicopter. That's why. Yeah. So yeah, see, Elon agrees. But yeah. Other than that, any other question? You have any other questions? But yeah, watch out for those plays. And we're talking a lot of geopolitical. But there's plays, so we'll see where they all line up. Trump will be announcing another deal once he gets back. Jeez, bro. This guy, he's doing it right. He front-loaded all the bad news. Like I said, bro, it's been a while since we've had a CEO, just like the Nike and Starbucks. No, bro, he just gave us a reality dose. Even if the media did a lot of his job for him. Like, bro, well, it's what you voted for, but just think about it. He front-loaded a lot of the bad news. And then he didn't come in promising you the world. And it literally worked. But for now, so that's why it's like, bro, and now, you know, even today, you got to realize we were right at the FOMO level. This Saudi deal, this pushed everything. You see what I'm saying? It's momentum. And now we're going to get Powell and other stuff. But then if he's already teasing another deal by Monday, you see the momentum just keeps going. Do you get what I'm saying? Imagine if fund managers are already underweight and under position and people already have FOMO, like what do you think's going to happen when, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a crazy weave. He's just doubling it, bro. This is good like dating advice. This is like showing up and picking up a girl for the first time in like a Ford Pinto. And then after you find out she loved Jesus and she a good girl, right? And then you just like, boom. You like, oh yeah, I actually got another car. And then another car. Oh yeah, and then I own a house. And then he's like, what? But then it's just one after the next, bro. He's like, bro, this is it's too much momentum. It's like, okay. So like even I'm like, all right, bro. This is why I'm chilling. Y'all haven't realized I videotaped it, bro. I'm chilling every fucking weekend. Fuck all of y'all. If you ain't get it by now, that's why I'm like, man, I'm not even getting stressed out because I would have been tired out by this by now because it's just one after the next, after the next, after the next. So yeah, man. It's not good. It's a lot of momentum. So we'll see that's why tomorrow's going to be interesting. But we'll see if people start clamoring about this now. But point is, you literally have, what's it called? You have no events tomorrow. So the events are Thursday, Friday. But tomorrow is like literally nothing. Just Fed speakers. But Yeah, that's it. Mm-mm. During the point. I mean, well, during the day, we're locked in, bro. I mean, getting some of those penny plays are just beautiful, but it's really over the weekend, and that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these weekend plays have kind of been easy, but again, in the beginning, we were like, oh my gosh, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? But it's easy to figure out now, and that's why, like, even coming in, you better chill this weekend, because whatever the fuck we end up with by Friday, you're going to have a lot of tension into the weekend if he starts teasing something else. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then people are doing this and that. So then it's like, yo, bro. So that's why I'm like, you better not work. You better not stress yourself out. And that's why, like, if you're really thinking ahead and, going with the flow and enjoying it, it's not going to hurt. It's not that bad. But if you're really like riding this tension will crack you, bro. If you're trying to like follow it, and then the redlining of like good, bad, this event, that event, I got another one. Wait, I'm back, I'm live, I'm here, I'm gone. Tell them this, lag it, delay it, dude. You're gonna So just kind of vibe and handle the bursts, and chill over the weekend. For real, bro, chill. Hey man, woosah, mother. And long term. You guys know the long term, right? I don't think they feel me, bro. You know the long term. They did it again. It did it again, guys. You know that? I don't know if you feel me, bro. Oh, I want to. Do I have crypto plays? I do. But I don't want to share with you guys my plays because you guys need to take the info and you guys like to blame me. And I'll tell you, my life is substantially more relaxing not having to hear, did you sell it? Did you buy it? Did you buy it? Did you sell it? What's the play? With my life, do you realize how many yoodles in life I have gotten from not every day now? I show up for 7 hours and I do not get bombarded by that. Do you realize what that does to your mentality, amongst other things? So, yeah, it's good, bro. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I think my hair might grow back. So, but yeah, I'm telling you the info and do something with it. But I am acting on it. I mean, I hit but then again, I'm not even flexing on you. I hit 1,000% NVIDIA. That's off of the Saudi AI news. I was telling you guys that for 2.5 weeks. Do you understand? Is that not factual? And is that not what gave the huge move today? So yeah, just take the info. Good luck. Doesn't matter if you call it. Make money off of it. Do what you want. But that's unfortunately no more hand holding. I'm not letting you guys blame me. All I did this year was show you a very good patience and perfect bottom buys at the right time. And I tried my hardest to keep you away from gambles. So go get mad at the people who you gambled with. You're not getting mad at me. Get a long term. That's it. I'm going to make it very clear. Like we have already done, we can literally make millionaires out of motherfuckers working at McDonald's. And I don't even want anything back, dude. No one's bought me a house yet. So God is good, bro. But all you got to do is long term. It's long term and then real estate. And then put that back to the long term and then real estate. It's going to be slow. It's going to take a long time. It's not sexy, but that's it. And that's what I'm saying. And you guys are seeing it. So yalla. Yalla, baby. Yalla. But other than that being said, all of them. But this is what I realized. I don't know why. I might have to, because if you thought I was driving home the point, I left one. You know that? I left one in the chamber. I got one more. You know that? I got another bullet. You think it's over? It's not. I got one more. I don't think you're ready. You know it, but it's obvious. I got one more. Look, you guys are at 248. It's the highest we've been. So we got another high. Excellent. The small account is at 28,000. All-time high. But shout out to my liberal ass sister. This account, bro. This one's crazy. This is what I'm saying. I'm going to drive the point home. You know why? This account has half as much time. Started late. This account full mode at the high. My sister quit because it went down after the top ticks. Missed out on Meta and a bunch of other plays that were great, right? And the deposit never went up. Every other account we worked on saving 10% and raising our income and increasing it, right? Save more, invest more, grow more, make more so you could save more. This account never raised the deposit. So legitimately in the last 3 years, this is a result if you made $24,000 a year. If you made 24 grand a year, saved 10%, $200 a month, three years later, this is what you would have. Again, you would still have a down payment. You had a job, you FHA easily. Again, at least half of your salary just sitting there. Open your eyes, my friend. Do you see it? All you got to do is save and keep it. Again, the growth comes from the stocks. That makes your time worthwhile. That's how you get years for free. But yeah, man, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. So, and I think, again, like I'm saying, believe in your future and start. And I still don't think you're too late. There was already some other opportunities, but like I'm saying, bro, you got to go. And this account, and then even, again, the real estate and shop. But, dude, a little bit of diligence, saving, before you know it, just make a separate account, no options in it. And you're gonna have your own account, and then before you know it, a down payment. Yallah! Yeah, bro, this account is crazy. Just like I'm saying, it's late, it missed out on stuff, doesn't have as much time, and the deposit never went up. This is $2,400 a year saved. It's crazy, bro. Hey, man, let's get it. Man, either way, you guys will, once you get your house, we will talk about getting me a house. But above all else, like I'm saying, you guys need this. You need to walk away with it. But like I think a lot of people are figuring it out. You don't need to make a lot of money, dude. You need to keep your money. And we have a way to grow it in an effective manner. Again, it's not the fastest thing, but it works. And if we do it with the right quality, you're going to walk away with something good. And with enough consistency, like I'm saying, bro, these little things, these little amounts now, again, before you know it, these accounts, you're going to be like, what do you mean you only deposit $200? 3 year, like, why do you, a $30,000 account? What are we talking about? $14,000, you know? So this is how you're going to get there, man. But you got to start. Any amount, it doesn't matter. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that, because a lot of people make a lot of money, but they blow it and they don't save. And there's young people and your peers, Everybody touches money. This is the plot of Richest Man of Babylon. Do you understand? That's it. This is literally the plot. He's Banshir. Bro, it's not like we didn't make money. He said we all touch money. It's about how you keep it and grow it. So again, word to the liberal cult sister. It's not too late. This account has half the time. This account started late. This account quit. This account missed out and it still walked away. Just by just picking it back up and staying with it. At the bare minimum. Never increasing. Just bare minimum. Bare effing minimum. She has no idea what's going on. But she did the bare minimum. That's it. So yeah. On that note, any final questions? I gotta go. It's a good hour. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna have an interesting day. Tomorrow's gonna be roulette, either headline roulette, or we find out if it's hot or cold, news or not. I don't think futures are going crazy. No, if everything's staying chill. AMD, I'm mad I got rid of that. Yeah, either in the morning or at night. What's the other one? Bitcoin's down. There's weird currency moves today in gold. Yen's up. Yeah. Coin, it just got added. We're back to green on that on the long term. Woo! You predict the sun will rise tomorrow? But what if you don't? Lord, forgive him. You never know, homie. You see what I'm saying? There's different outcomes, and you might be right, but you might be wrong. I've been there in my life. I've been right, but I've been wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The sun did come up, but I did not. Oh, ain't that something? Can I elaborate on my long term? Yeah, I mean, is there, what would you like me to shed more light on? Most of it is pretty basic. I say it is unsophisticated, but I have it posted everywhere. I've kind of made it my personality. But yeah, I could shed more light on it. I look in the long term like I look in the mirror. You know that? Mag 7, I have Meta and Netflix in the long term. Believe it or not, some of the best prices of the decade. Almost. But yeah. So yeah, we do have 2 of the Mag 7. We would have bought more, but we got a little too greedy and cheapness. I wouldn't buy them now, though. I hope you weren't looking into that. Because we bought them really, really low. So I wouldn't buy Mag 7 at the highs. I like Walmart. Walmart earnings. That's going to be a big one, too, on Thursday. Good old-fashioned Southern goodbye. Woo! So, Chattadonia. Are you saying liquidate the LT for a down payment on a house, then keep the 200 going? Yes. You don't sell until you find the house. Chat, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. Bro, if another motherfucker keeps asking me, I'm just going to sell the long term. You know that? And buy a house. You know, if y'all don't do it, and y'all keep asking me, yeah, I'm going to fucking do it, bro. And I'm going to show you. Watch, I'll do it before you even notice it. And I'm going to be like, yep, I'll get in escrow. Right when I'm in escrow, and then I'm going to sell it out. I'll fucking get that deed by fucking Monday. You know, I will. Not really. I'll have to get a loan and do that depending on the terms and regulations and option trading, financial advisor. Escrow does not take 3 to 4 business days. May take longer if you are using a loan. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. But yeah, I'll do it. Let's do a deal, please. If they don't shut up about it, You know what to do. So again, when you're in escrow, if y'all gonna make me show you how to do it, I will. But it comes with the cost. That's it. I'm gonna fucking cut that long term in half. I'm gonna turn it in. Oh, I'm reframing. So Chad, on that note, have a good night. Finger to the sky, baby. None of this is possible, without the Lord. That's it, bro. We are nothing. Humble yourselves. We're dust. All right, baby? And we have a long way to go. God bless America. Thank you to the vets. Have a wonderful night, Chad. I will see you in the morning, God willing. And finger to the sky. I will see you in the morning and Porna.